You've been here a few months. First thing
Just
is,
a few months.
how's it going?
It's going fabulous. It's been a interesting kind of ride, so to speak, getting a state of where we are as a village and where we'd like to go. But so I've been in what I call assessment mode for the last few months, which has been interesting and been fabulous in that respect, because figuring out to get to where you want to go, you have to know where you've been,
Yes.
and then where you are now. So that's been exciting.
How is the village coming together
Right.
technologically?
The role I was hired for as Director of Communications and Technology is simply just to allow people to have an understanding of what the village is doing, how they can impact that. So the key is people want to know what's going on, and if they don't know what's going on, they don't know how to react to it.
But this is unique. I mean, you also have the technical responsibility to make sure that things function. So there's that technical side, but I even asked you a technical question and you immediately moved to the communication side, because that's really on your heart, letting people know
Right.
what's going on.
I can communicate the technology, and some people aren't wired, so to speak, that way, as far as, but they understand communication. I want to tell you something, but you may prefer to get it via email. Someone else may prefer to get it via text message. Someone else may prefer to get a phone call. It's a matter of finding out how do you best communicate and how do others want to communicate with you, and then now, in order to create that environment, you have to figure out, okay, what's the technology, what do we have available to us, and how can we move forward? So they have to be intertwined.
What is going on that the village needs to know about? You mentioned a comprehensive strategy at one time. You had some community meetings. Talk a little bit about what is going on in the village.
We've just launched a community calendar, which is a fabulous tool working with the library and community organizations and so forth, and working with LNN, just to try and get a group of people gathered together to understand what events are going on in the village, so that people know, well, if it's Friday night, what is there to do in Lansing? Let me go on their website and check it out. So if you plan for an event, that you'll know, well, what other community organizations are having events on that day, so you can plan accordingly.
So how does one find that?
Simply go to www.villageoflansing.org, and then it's right on there on the homepage. It says Community Calendar. You click on it, and then there you can see actually what the events are. And off to the right, there's an opportunity for, if you'd like to place something on the community calendar, if it meets our quote-unquote criteria, then there's instructions in a PDF that you can actually look at that, and then basically then email us. So, and that email goes to calendar@villageoflansing.org.
That's a big accomplishment in your first couple of weeks or months. You mentioned earlier that there are some bigger plans being made, and you had a community meeting about that. Can you talk a little bit about that?
We are doing something called a comprehensive plan for the community. Basically, it's a roadmap to know exactly where you've been as a community and where you're looking to go. We had a meeting January 30th at the library. It was extremely highly attended, which we're excited about, because that means that people are engaged, they're focused, they want to be a part of what's going on. They want to know what's going on. So that was really exciting for the mayor, and as well as all the other directors and stakeholders, to find out, okay, yeah, people want to know, and so if they want to know, let's give them the avenue to get that information.
This comprehensive strategy or big planning, is this just something happening inside of the village? Or are you using outside resources? I believe there was a special grant that made this happen.
Yeah, we did have a grant that was fully funded for us as a community, and this grant allows us to we got House of Levine. It's a consulting firm that's won numerous awards for basically facilitating community plans for other villages, other cities around the country. And they've won numerous awards for us for that process. And anyone who was a part of that first meeting, and we encourage you to come to the next meeting, because there will be subsequent meetings. And we have a link directly on our website that basically will take you to their website, where you can actually then see all the different findings from the surveys, the things that people discussed at that meeting, so we can kind of keep working on that, so that the next meeting we have a starting point.
What should the residents know is happening in these next 4, 6, 8 weeks that they should be aware of?
Our website is going to be completely having a facelift. As far as branding, we have a new village logo. We want to be able to brand that. We want to be able to let people know, this is Lansing, this is what we're proud of, this is our heritage, so to speak, and this is where we're looking to go. And we want you to join in for the ride. So change is coming to Lansing. We're excited about that. Mayor Abbott is pumped up as as we continue to move forward. And so as I said, we want people to be engaged and understand these are the things going on, and these will enhance our economic development for the future.
What do you, as the new communications director, want the village residents to most be aware of?
We just want to make sure that they are aware that they have a voice and their voice is important. Before I came into this role, as I still am, obviously, a Lansing resident. So I'm engaged. I want to be a stakeholder in this community for not only for myself and my kids, but my grandkids. We're here for the long haul. We want others to look at it in that same light. So because of that, I'm invested. I want to see new businesses coming in, and we're seeing that. We're excited by all the new things that are happening, the new businesses coming in, and as well as new residents and so forth. So we want to keep that dialogue. We want it to be a dialogue. It's not just me telling you. I want residents to come back and tell me what they want, so that I think they'll be excited by that.